I will get it fixed tomorrow sometime. He's going to be fixed by an oldish guy, middle-aged guy, maybe is a nicer way of putting it. He has tons of bikes in his shop, and more so than I've ever seen in my life. When I previously used to take a pink bike, which is a very eccentric thing to take, a lizard bike, and what else? Oh, several other bikes. One time with a chain lock, one time with a black lock, which is round, carbon based. And I'm going to head off very soon, actually even now, to my worky. I've been talking with a woman my father knows who is into sculpting, and she may sort of give me some tips on clay modelling, where I could also buy a clay modelling thing. And I got round to inquiring about benefit, which is obviously going to seem dull, but it was fairly interesting so far as chatting once to the wrong department and then once to the right department, and now off to town and again to get more music and to listen to more music to inspire my poetry writing. 2 poems I wrote yesterday, I spoke of yesterday. I performance poetry evening, Druids Arms. I shall say that the impact won't be as exciting or felt as exciting as was done there, but however I enjoy to read them here, and then that should be that. Fragmentation, life pieces all strewn about. Days part and social events fracture. One's feelings expand and contract, contemplating fate. Working at the night shift, or so it seems. Many faces like our hands thinking and moving with time. And that one's about the teachers who seem to be clicking, click, click, clickety click, thinking about all the things they have to think about in regards to perhaps the maths teacher or the music teacher and their actions regarding future lessons and so on, their perceptions of people and their little interpersonal communication between the gossip going on and the detentions and so on. You know, how many different things that they have to take hold of and contemplate. So, do they know it's fragmentary, this life? They certainly do in some ways, but they can't ever have a complete hold of it. All those different venues of thought with different circumstances inclined. And at times one's relief is placed upon one's watch as we think we can outdo time, we can rely on time, or we can reflect on how much time we've spent looking at the watch, or even at time itself, or even contemplating the respects of our knowledge of how we have built a system whereby we fundamentally work with time. But can it not be this life is fragmentary? Can it not be? Could it be? Would it be? That's what the silent falling tear suggests, if not invisible, would be painted on oneself like the clowns we see at the circus, with the white teardrops showing, or the hardened criminals with the black tear there too. These empty days seem plentiful, and sometimes within our structure I still feel myself and others falling. So many open spaces between appointments and structural shapes. That's life, that's what all the people say in springtime or even in goddamn May. The best time for sure, in stark recall, is one's surety at the smallness of man and how he can fall. Into a grave, into a casket, a white rose placed on top. before that is even saved and cremated. We're fumble with our rosaries for want of salvaging grace and peace, except for those in sweatshops not quite with the human race. The boats in our oceans are pumping vast gasps of oil into the sea, and their carbon dioxide levels belch an overload of black noxious, "Oh no, not more," that is what the world would say. And what eyes would the world have? What weary eyes will it have on it today? Gauntlet, the Roman soldier heads forth into the maze with his supersonic arm and his supersonic gaze. If not straight-lined and rather uplifted, hello. Nose would be in that awful repose, his authority depends on it, I suppose. And let no man make amends on it. His chariot is galloping, and he is making great strides ahead to work toward saving the maiden from her demise and certain lament. If he is unlucky, that bull will certainly gore her and destroy her entrails like they were macaroni encore. Oh, what direction must he take? To the left, right, make no mistake. Or is there no suspicion that he might shed his courage and step off into that chasm between the path that sends him in full flight? Hey, whizzing through the corridors endlessly on and on, crushing all sorts of cockroaches, beasts he is no stranger to their full throng and descent. When some people might bleat, shiver, and excrete, still he gets close to the bull. The Minotaur and his sword is at ready, striking at the head of a gash of blood, comes gurgling through, and the blood-drenched eyes like coal shards gleam wild and almost deep blue. What mighty creature was slain today with his rugged leathered hide, and happy and merry? Both Roman soldier and Gretel go on their merry, merry way to happy adventures they sow. Hope you enjoy it.